Listen, I'm going to be honest with you about something profoundly difficult. Have you ever been at a big family dinner or standing right in the middle of your closest friend group and felt this strange, cold ache? Like you were completely underwater, or that the real you, the messy, complicated you, had to stay hidden just to keep the peace. I'm not talking about normal situational sadness. I'm talking about that deep, chronic hum of loneliness that tells you something is fundamentally missing from your relationships. That feeling of being empty or hollow inside, even when the world sees you as successful and surrounded. If you have lived with that invisible feeling of being consistently overlooked by the people who were supposed to cherish you, I need you to know two game-changing things. 1. It is not your fault. 2. What you are feeling is a recognized clinical injury. You are living with an invisible wound called chronic emotional neglect. And here is the surprising fact. CEN is classified by clinicians as a legitimate form of trauma. This is not about the bad things that happened to you. It's about the essential emotional validation that didn't happen. When that constant invalidation comes from your family or the friends you chose as your tribe, it rewires your emotional core for survival. And those survival programs are what are silently sabotaging your relationships right now. Your brain, in its genius attempt to keep you safe from further rejection, installed software designed to earn love. But it's exhausting you. 1. The perfectionist paradox. Maybe you became the achiever. You learned unconsciously that the only way to earn a seat at the table, whether that table was your childhood kitchen or your friend's group chat, was to be flawless. You hustle, you perform, you strive, but because you are only ever praised for the performance, you never feel genuinely loved or truly good enough. It's a guaranteed path to burnout and exhaustion, all in pursuit of a validation you never receive. 2. The people-pleaser program. This is the ultimate master of self-erasure. You learned that being emotionally available for everyone else was the price of admission into a relationship. You constantly say yes to other people's needs and no to your own, sacrificing your energy and identity in a desperate, frantic bid to maintain connection. And because you are so terrified of rejection, you often pull away or refuse to ask for what you need because that preemptive withdrawal feels psychologically safer than risking dismissal. It's time to stop running these outdated programs. And the way we start is by becoming the most empathetic person in your own life. Your inner critic is currently just an echo of the neglect you grew up with. We must silence it by replacing harsh self-judgment with deliberate, scientific self-kindness. We use a technique called the self-compassion break, developed by researcher Kristen Neff. It's a quick, 3-step internal reset button you can hit anytime you feel the shame or the panic rising. 1. Mindfulness. You stop right where you are and acknowledge the pain without judgment. Say, this is a moment of suffering. This hurts. You are finally giving your own pain the notice it was always denied. 2. Common humanity. Whisper, I am not alone. Other people feel this way. We all struggle in our lives. This is the antidote to the profound isolation that neglect creates. 3. Self-kindness. Put a warm hand over your heart or on your cheek. Feel that supportive touch and say, may I give myself the compassion that I need. This is not self-pity. This is a radical, corrective emotional experience. You are training your nervous system to respond to your distress with comfort, not criticism. But what about when the feelings are too big? When anxiety or panic hits a 10 out of 10? You need an emotional eject button. This is the tip skill, straight from dialectical behavior therapy, also called DBT. It's an acronym for tools that rapidly hack your body chemistry to bring you down from an emotional crisis. The most fascinating part is the first T, temperature. Here's the surprising scientific hack. Grab a bag of ice or plunge your face into a bowl of ice water for about 30 seconds while holding your breath. Why does this work? You are triggering the mammalian dive reflex. Your brain thinks you are suddenly underwater. and it automatically drops your heart rate and interrupts the emotional panic cycle instantly. This is a physical emergency stop that works faster than almost anything else. Once you're stable, you can rebuild your external world, starting with boundary setting. If you grew up neglecting yourself, setting a boundary with family or friends feels like starting a conflict. It's not. It is an act of pure self-respect. To set a boundary, be consistent, not harsh. Identify your limit, maybe no gossiping about a certain topic, or no calls after 7 p.m. Communicate it clearly, and here is the key. Reinforce it with action. If you've set the limit, you must back it up. Consistency teaches others how to treat you, and it teaches you that you are worthy of protection. Finally, let's talk connection. Stop chasing random people to feel accepted, and start joining the adventure team. The best way to bypass social anxiety is to find groups built around shared activity, not forced small talk. Join a hiking group, a community garden, a book club, or volunteer at an animal shelter. When the focus is on the activity, the pressure to perform disappears, and real, organic friendships develop naturally, anchored in shared purpose, not anxiety. This is how you cultivate high-quality, validating connections. Healing from chronic neglect requires courage, not luck. It's about building a strong internal home where your feelings are finally honored. For this deep repair, formal therapy, like DBT, is highly effective for dismantling those old trauma patterns and giving you the tools to succeed. You deserve empathy. You deserve connection. You are worthy of being seen. And please, if you take away nothing else, remember this: you are not alone. There is a vast community of people who understand exactly what you are going through. Your first actionable step this week is small but mighty. Go find one group or one activity that interests you, not one that forces you to socialize, and commit to showing up just once. Tell me in the comments below, what is the one small, powerful act of self-kindness you are going to practice today? I see you, and I am here to cheer you on.